Hello, hello, hello friends! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been away for 2 weeks. I was completely overwhelmed and I just needed a break, and sometimes that happens. Yeah, alright, so I want to do something different and I've made a free printable for you guys, and I'm going to cut this one out and then I'm going to be working on the background. And something really cool happened and I'm very proud of it. So there is a fantastic little, it's not little, it's quite big actually, art shop in a little town, little town, which is called Voorburg, and I'm going to be teaching there. So yeah, I'm very excited about it and a little bit proud as well. So yeah, I do have to say that it takes a lot of preparation, but that's okay. I love doing that. But it is so cool that the boss was very excited about my work, and she was just like, yeah, you know what, why don't you go to teach here? We have some free place here that you can use. And I was thinking, well, why not? Let's go for it. Right? So, in about 2 months from now, I think that there's an opening for me to start teaching. And I will be teaching doodling, and I will be doing bookmaking, little books, tag books, all sorts of little things. And I will do also some whimsical illustration teaching, which is pretty cool. I wanted to do more things, also like gel printing and mixed media, but those things are already done by somebody else. So they don't want to have two of the same things. So that's too bad, but it's okay. And I already have plenty of other ideas that I could do as well. So yeah, that's pretty darn exciting. And anything else? Yeah, I've been sick and I'm still not 100% okay. Some of you know that I have an autoimmune disease, which causes me to, when I'm sick, it causes me a lot of extra time to get better when I'm having the flu or something like that. So forgive me if sometimes I am for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you don't hear anything from me. It's just because my body is refusing to listen to me and doesn't want to do what I want to do. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. that didn't work. Okay, cool. All right, now we have this. And I'm going to cut the down part because the face is pretty big and I want the upper part of the body, I want that to be visible on the art journal page. So I'm going to make it a little shorter with my trimmer, because if I'm going to do that with scissors, then I know I will mess it up. I think that this is quite enough. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Now let's make a background. And because the hair is quite pink, I do feel like I want to have a background with cool colors. So let's see what I have here. Blue Lagoon, Vibrant Turquoise and Periwinkle Blue. I'm just going to go for it and do some water spritzing first. And yes, it's going to be a spread with 2 pages. All right. All right. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Then we're just going to do like so. Maybe it's because these sprays are so old and it just doesn't work as good as when they're new. That's what I think. So I'm going to clean up this mess and then I will be right back. Alright, now I have this. And I am really loving the colors, but the background still needs some work, right? So, let's see if I can find a stencil. And I want to have a stencil with some openings. Not that one. Let's see, I like these two. Dina Wakley stencils. I don't know why, but I just love them. They are my favorites. And I think that I'm going to be using this one as well. So, And now I'm thinking which color to do. Right here. I'm going to be using the periwinkle. And here as well. That looks cool. I'm going to be putting one here as well. Just going to putting the ink on the opposite sides of the color. All right, perfect. The only thing with the sprays is that it's going to be one hot mess on your table. So if you're going to be spraying, be sure that the things that you don't want to be sprayed, that you will put them aside. Let's see. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I like this one. And now I'm going to be using the Blue Lagoon. And going to flip it. All right, and now we have a pretty good base on the background, but we're not done yet. We're not done at all, because I still want to add some more stuff. On the background, that is, I mean. So let me put that aside. So for the background, I've used Vibrant Turquoise, Periwinkle Blue and Blue Lagoon. Alright, these are all Dylusions sprays. Now we have this in the background. And this is going to be the focal point. Alright. Next, what I want to be doing is some stenciling. Some more stenciling, yes. And where did I put it? Right here. And I think that I'm going to be doing with my Liquitex gesso, white gesso. And for the simple reason, this ink isn't dry. Okay, it takes 24 hours before this ink is dry and before you can do some things on top of it. But because I'm going to continue, I was thinking if I put white gesso on top of it, that will make the white a very light color of blue, and because it's gesso, I can put something over it. So maybe some gelatos or another kind of paint, I don't know yet, or crayon, we'll see. But that was my idea. So I'm just going to put some white gesso over it, and as you can see, the white gesso doesn't stay white. It does change color a bit. And that's just because the ink isn't dry. And that's okay. You could also do this with another medium. And if you do want to keep this if you do want this to be white, then you could also wait 24 hours and finish it later. But for the time being, I think it's pretty cool if it's not stark white. And yes, I will be putting something over it. And this is also a Dina Wakley stencil, an older one. No clue if it's still available. I'm going to be putting one here. You could also do this with black. That would be also very cool. Black gesso. Yes, black gesso does exist. All right. One here. You also have clear gesso. And the last one will be here. Alright, so this is done, and I do want to give this a blast with a heating tool so that I can continue finishing this page. Alright, next is that I do want to add some black. That's not going to be working. With my own handmade stamp. And this is going to give the page a little bit of contrast. Let's see. Like so. And there is something else that I want to do. that's maybe adding some more color, but I want to add some, how you call it? Warm colors to the page. And I'm all covered with ink and paint, but that's all right. All right. Let's grab my gelatos. My Faber-Castell gelatos. Box full. And oh, this could be nice. Some gold gelato over the gesso, for over the gesso part. This is also a shimmery one. Let's see if I have yellow. No, that is not a shimmery one. Gelatos are pastels, which are water soluble. I'm going to be using these three. Okay, so it looks like this, and I haven't been using them for a while, and I was like, you know what? Why am I not using them? Because the product is pretty cool. Let's see. I prefer the other one. And if you don't have the gelatos, then you could also use, you know, the Dina Wakley scribble sticks, or the cake and sticks from Dylusions, or the crayons from Tim Holtz, distress crayons. You could use practically everything. As long as it's water soluble. And it doesn't need to be neat because it's in the background. And we can leave that part. so. That is quite enough. Oh, it's not completely dry at the black paint. And because we did this stenciling with the gesso, the gelato will go over it very, very smoothly. Okay, so I'm going to be doing everything, and I'm going to cover everything with this pink, and then I will be right back. Alright, so next is that I'm going to be adding a little bit of gold. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. Alright, also with the gelato. The colors that I've been using are gold champagne and passion fruit. Alright, and I'm just going to get going over it. And rub it with my finger. And that's why the gesso part is important, because if you don't do the gesso on the page first, the gelato won't spread as easy. And then your page will have a beautiful golden shimmer. And like so. In real, it looks so much better than on camera. And I have paint everywhere, which is totally fine. All right. And then this one. I think that the gelatos, at one point when they just came out, they were very popular. And now nobody seems to be using them anymore because there are a lot of substitutes for it. Right. But I still love them. And I like using them still. So I will. Why not? Use what you're having, right? Alright, next what I want to be doing is that I want to add some splatters. Some neon color splatters, because why not? Alright. Let's see which color. I think yellow and yellow. Or maybe just yellow. This is neon from the brand Amsterdam. Dina Wakley also sells neon colors. This is reflex yellow. Alright, this is how the tube looks. I love these paints. And I need a spritz of water and a brush. And some more water. Paint is pretty thick and you have to water it down to be able to make splatters with it. And be careful because the splatters will go everywhere. And then I really mean like everywhere. I think that this is quite enough. Alright, and I'm going to set this aside to dry, and when I'm done I will be right back for the next step. See you in a bit. Alright, so far so good, right? And I am really liking the way it looks right now, but I do think it needs a border. And I always do a border with white paint. With black paint, sorry. Black paint. And a white Posca pen. And I'm just using a easy brush. Not too big, not too small. Let's see. Round brush. And putting a piece of paper underneath. And I'm just drawing freehand. A black line over it. And I do want it to be a little bit thick. not too narrow. And I really don't care if I'm going a little bit over, a little bit too much, like this here. I really don't care. Maybe, yeah, you see, that's what I thought. Ta-da! Because it's acrylic, you can wipe it off. All right. The other side. Just take your time when you're doing this. And when you're done with this part, let it dry, because if you're not, and I've been telling this in a lot of videos, if you don't dry this and you go over it with your pen, then you will ruin your pen, because it can't take the wet paint. Okay. Alright, let me turn that around. The paper is really buckling, but hey, that's okay. It will turn flat when the book is closed, after the paint and everything has been dried. So I'm not worried about that part. Last one. All right. All right. I like that. Now, whatever you do, don't close your book. Don't do that. You will mess everything up. Just, I'm going to give it a blast with the heating tool. And then I will be right back. Alright, I want to add one more thing. This is just some other neon paint. In a color reflex yellow, Amsterdam acrylics. And I just want to add another splash of color because, well, why not? And I love circles. Okay, I think that this is quite enough. Yep. This is enough. All right. All right, all right. Now it's time to put this girl on its place. And I am going to be using my Prit It smells terrible, this stuff. It really smells. All right, scooch this one over. Be sure it's straight. Yeah. And this is also a free printable on my Ko-fi webshop. The link will be in the subscription box down below. Okay, so if you go to my coffee shop, there you will find loads and loads of free art journal things, images to use for your art journal. And at this point I am busy creating A to C things for the A to C challenge that I want to be starting. I'm a little bit late with it. You know, sometimes it happens, and that's okay. But I am working on it. And the images are going to be so cool for you to be using for the A to C challenge. Oh, there's lots of glue. We don't want that. Now Mr. Sun is coming. Okay, so next what we have to do is to write down the quote. And I'm going to close my curtain because the sun is just too much. Yeah, this is better. All of a sudden at 5:15, is it PM or AM? During the day, the sun is shining out of nowhere. Not that I don't mind, not that I mind, because I love the sun, but still. Let's see, pencil. And 1 second, guys, I'm going to give it a blast with the heating tool. Okie dokie. So, the only thing is that it's quite hard to write over the gelatos, even with the pencil. Okay, let's see if it's going to work. I am a original no, okay, never mind. Okay, I am a original piece of art in progress. Okay, now going to thicken the letters. As you can see, it's quite challenging to color over the gelato, but I will make it work. I have to say that the Posca pen, the thick one, this is a PC5M, so it's quite chunky, and I have to say that this works pretty well on the gelato. This is very simple to do. You just thicken the letters and that's it. Let's see. You see the difference with the white pen and the black pen? All right. And I think that this is it for this page. I am loving the gelatos, how it shimmers. It's so pretty. And everything came together very well. I'm very pleased with it. I hope that you like this video and that it inspires you to make your own. Be sure to check out my Facebook group and my coffee shop, and I hope to see you there as well. And stay healthy everybody, and happy crafting, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye bye!